I have lived in Whittington all my life. My grandfather owned property bounded by Townsend Road and Wilson's Road. It was an area of 60 acres, and on this he made his living for he and his two sons. They grew crop. They had horse-drawn vehicles for reaping, and the family took part because the hay had to be stooped, and it even involved the family dog Snowy. When it was reaped and cut into chaff, my dad, he would have gone around the Chinese market gardeners that lived in the area. There were quite a few in by the river. Each Chinaman had about an acre of land, and he had a horse and cart, so the horse had to be fed. There were about 8 or 10 market gardeners that had come from China for whatever reason, and they made their home for the rest of their life here. We even had one that lived next to our house on grandfather's property. He had probably an acre or something that he market gardened there. He became part of our family. He came in for meals sometimes, and I remember very much he used to bring in those earthenware bluey jars with ginger in them. It was a special treat. I think he thought we were his family because he had a family in China that he'd left behind. He used to tell Dad about the other Chinamen, or bad man smoke opium. No, you know, be careful that man, you know. It was in my very young days that Cooney was next door. I can remember sitting on his knee. And you know, I get really nostalgic about him when I'm up at the cemetery. I know he's buried up at the cemetery there. One of these days I'll go buy myself a block of land up there one day, but I'll just talk to the girl there and just see. I know I've seen where the grave was. You know, you sort of have a connection, don't you? Perhaps I'm sentimental. I am a people person. The things that are important to me are the people. Whittington is a very good place, but it's not the place, it's the people that make up the place.